Do we need men?
No.
We need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
No.
Women need men in this world. Do we need men?
I don't know that.
No.
Why?
Probably.
Because we can be strong, independent women.
Yeah, I don't think those women were smart enough to understand that without each other, humanity is doomed. And in breaking news, humanity is doomed. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of wearechange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely crazy and wild news to get into today. As New York City is launching their offensive on firefighters and pizza, as the Biden administration is promising more of those policies all throughout the United States, as in Haiti, the situation is, let's just say, not very pleasing for the stomach, as there's reports of literal cannibals running the street and eating their ops. This as a similar conflict still brews in Ukraine, as the former president of the United States is promising to end it. Lots to talk about, especially with all the latest news that we will be talking about here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was originally highlighted by Mario Nafal, who I think edited this one of a TikTok clip of strong, independent women and fat, emasculated soy boys who clearly are doing their part, perpetrating the patriarchy and being horrible white men. Those white guys, absolutely horrible. Building everything, fixing everything, maintaining everything. Ugh! How dare they stay in the way of this boss queen here who clearly is just trying to live her best life. Something that, of course, is more and more difficult for the people living in metropolitan areas inside of the United States that are ruled by Democrats, as, of course, they literally tried to get rid of anything good, holy, and fun. This says New York City just implemented new rules going after, quote, pollutants by destroying a lot of the very few small mom and pop businesses that are still able to survive in New York City. Those, of course, being the pizzerias that have been there for decades. Pizzerias that use wood and coal-fired stoves that the city now will be mandating be cut by 75%. This as New York City just quietly approved a new controversial green plan that will destroy the decades-old small mom-and-pop businesses that somehow were still able to survive. This latest decree will take effect April 27th, as now businesses will have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for new smoke-eating systems in order to deal with this made-up rule and regulation. Something that, of course, will destroy a lot of the smaller businesses, but allow some of the bigger businesses to still operate, highlighting how more and more the Democratic Party is the party of the corporate ruling establishment that really doesn't like to be criticized or booed, as now the New York City local government is launching a manhunt out there for firefighters who dared to boo the Attorney General of New York. This, as an FDNY spokesperson, has came out and said that they're looking for individuals who dared to speak up, who dared to share their political expressions that, quote, broke department regulations, as now your tax dollar resources are being spent on an investigation to find out who doesn't politically approve of the current thing, making very strong declarative statements saying that they will be found and that it's going to be a lot easier if a lot of these people just come forward and turn themselves in for having the wrong political thoughts and expressions. This, says the FDNY commissioner, is now being branded a, quote, fascist pit bull for threatening to hunt down individuals for their own political ideas and expressions. And as the cities go after political thought criminals, actual criminals are allowed to, of course, roam free and do whatever they want. As in Pittsburgh, the police department there just announced that they no longer will be responding to thefts, harassment, criminal mischief, and, quote, burglary alarms. Also announcing that there will be no officers at police stations between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m., and then essentially you are out on your own.
The city will see a major change in the way police respond. They will no longer respond to calls that aren't considered in-progress emergency. That means calls like criminal mischief, theft, harassment, and most burglary alarms will all be handled by an enhanced telephone reporting unit. That means residents will file a police report over the phone. Officers will not respond unless it's an emergency. Also, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 7 a.m., there will be no officers at any of the 6 stations throughout the city. Call boxes that link directly to 911 have been installed for people to use in case of an emergency. And during the overnight shift, there will be as few as 20 officers to cover the entire city.
Yeah, imagine showing up to the police precinct at 4 a.m. and you have an AI freaking robot that you have to deal with now to report your crime. Or you got a burglary alarm that goes off. Tough luck, buttercups. You're on your own. And if you really want some police attention, well, you just have to voice some political expressions that the system really doesn't like, and they'll be on you like white on rice. This as Republicans and fellow anti-establishment voices are arguing about a country gal now on social media, absolutely wasting everyone's time, while the Biden administration literally is going to be raising taxes, destroying private businesses, and keeping the border wide open as they continually are right now, to the point of even airlifting people from Latin American countries into the United States so they don't have to be inconvenienced by walking through the border. What kind of people are they going to be importing? Well, that's a conversation that we're going to continue in just a little bit, as of course the current situation in Haiti is causing the larger influx of migration into the United States from that particular country that the Clintons really did a number on. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but before we do, we wanted to tell you about wearechange.shop, where we got some really awesome, incredible supplements available to you that are our own products. Again, we got a lot of really awesome stuff like takecalm.com, something that I use. As of course, there's a lot of influencers like Joe Rogan out there that keep telling you, hey, supplementing, it's pretty much mandatory now, especially with just how horrible our food and water supply has been tainted and absolutely freaking destroyed. I was on Reddit just last night. This was one of the top posts there, with a family member describing how their grandfather has been taking ashwagandha daily for 70 plus years and how they believe that this is the key to their longevity and health. And that was our first products. TakeTheChillPill.com. And that, of course, is ashwagandha, which helps a lot of people with their hormonal levels, which a lot of people need a lot of help with, especially with what we're seeing on social media out there. It helps men with testosterone, reproduction, working out, helps a lot of people optimize their energy levels. And there's a reason why it's one of our first products that we got out there to the general public. It helps a lot of people deal with stress. It helps people lower their cortisol levels. As of course, this is really good, strong stuff that of course you should always talk to a medical professional before taking anything into your particular body. Do your own homework, do your own research. On the front page of takethechillpill.com, we have a video that you could watch that could teach you about certain things. I always recommend people always get their blood levels tested, always talk to a medical professional, but more importantly, also see how you feel after taking particular supplements. I usually have a lot of health trackers, and I look at the data and I write down. And I usually test things out for 2 weeks to a month sometimes, see how I feel in response to it. And if I have some more correlating data that of course supports this, and I have a doctor that approves that, I'm like, yeah, this is great. For me personally, Take the Chill Pill is great. It's something I take. I think you guys would enjoy it too. So you should check out wearechange.shop and the incredible amount of supplements that we have available to you. The second product that we had is magnesium glycinate. That really does help a lot of people sleep, including individuals like Joey B. Tunes that really liked this product. We have essential fatty. We have full spectrum 1,000 milligram hemp extract, which is really powerful, really good stuff. Check out wearechange.shop, as of course your support of these products continues the growth of this independent media organization. This as in absolutely unrelated news, some people in Haiti definitely don't have the best diet, as now there are reports and absolutely horrible videos coming out from that region highlighting people eating other people. Yes, you heard that correctly. We have reports, videos, photos of cannibalism unfolding right now in Haiti that is an utter failed state. This, as criminal gangs have taken over a lot of the institutions right now in that country, all under the leadership of a gang leader called BBQ, who now is the most powerful man in Haiti. It is this individual seen here photographed with a Freemason pendant around his neck, and he is being deemed the, quote, cannibal Haiti gang leader. This as the United States literally just sent in Marines to evacuate embassy staff and personnel from that country. This as during the uprising, there are a lot of deceased bodies all throughout the country, as the level of violence there even threatens to potentially engulf the neighboring country, the Dominican Republic, that also is sharing a border with Haiti. This as violence in the country has been ongoing for this past week, and gangs are openly threatening local and state institutions, and in many instances successfully taking them over, including taking over a prison where many criminals were released, which of course caused thousands of people to flee their homes, as it definitely doesn't look like there's a political solution here at all. Germany also joined the United States when it came to evacuating its diplomatic staff from that country, as it looks like we have an overthrow of the Haitian government that has been accused of absolutely selling out its local population. The Haitian government was known for being corrupt and has a history of taking bribes and deals from a lot of Western powers that, of course, used its resources, used its people and its country for their own personal benefit, enriching few people in Haiti, which has created this very tumultuous situation that definitely is not going to be politically solved anytime soon. This as the gang leaders are saying that they will not stop their reign until the prime minister of that country stands down. This as many police stations and government facilities are literally being conquered and destroyed. This is now the most powerful man in Haiti. The BBQ Gang leader is a 47-year-old mobster whose name comes from his practice of setting his victims on fire, hence giving him the name Barbecue. As, of course, during an interview with The New Yorker, he has labeled himself to Martin Luther King Jr. As very interestingly, he was also a member of the Haitian National Police before and was expelled from the police department after being tied to numerous horrific crimes. And the severity of the situation was definitely felt for a lot of Twitter users last night, as video was circulating of a man literally lighting another man on fire and then eating him. This, as the video has now been promptly taken off of Twitter, as the president of El Salvador decided to join the conversation, specifically retweeting this video that now has been deleted off of Twitter, saying that, quote, we have very similar images in El Salvador a few years ago with gangs that were bathing in the skulls of their victims. Bukele went on and said all the experts said that they couldn't be defeated because they were a, quote, intrinsic part of our society. They were wrong. We obliterated them. The same must be done in Haiti. This as El Salvador has implemented very strict policies against criminals and also implemented Bitcoin that now has reached a record high $72,000 per Bitcoin and has financially enriched that country significantly from where it was before. This as also Elon Musk decided to join in on the conversation here, specifically saying exactly to Aaron McLatry, who said, quote, a gentle reminder that the border is open and there is essentially nothing preventing immigrants from bringing the same madness here. In fact, when those immigrants arrive at the southern border, the Biden administration often flies them directly into the heart of this country, highlighting an article about the cannibal gangs that are eating people on the streets of Haiti right now. As of course, it's also important to note here, not only do people who walk to the United States get flown into this country, people don't even have to walk into the United States, as hundreds of thousands of people have been flown from a lot of places all throughout Latin America, probably Haiti too, and were given a free ride into the United States without even needing to cross through the southern border. This, as of course, there's a lot of security concerns about individuals who have no identification, who haven't been vetted, who haven't been even questioned entering the United States. As of course, this is the policy by the Biden administration that is essentially standing behind these larger ideas and notions that are going to be very negative for the people of the United States. As just a few years ago, Trump described Haiti as a crap hole country, which made a lot of uber leftist, corporatist liberals respond with t-shirts that declared Haiti is great already, with even Conan O'Brien going to a private resort with private security and basking in the sun, declaring on social media that Haiti is, quote, truly a beautiful country, even though he was kept away from the people that lived there. Again, I've been to Haiti too, but having a private vacation with huge walls and massive amounts of security keeping you away from the general public isn't the best experience of what Haiti really is. As of course, Haiti has been dealing with very significant problems for many years now, as a lot of the people that these same woke celebritard leftists vote for take advantage of that country. As the biggest people who took advantage of them were, of course, the Clintons, that extensively, through even my own work and research, robbed that country blind and used it as an excuse to money launder, finance a crap ton of money that, according to many reports on the ground there, never made its way to the people there that were supposed to be getting all the help and aid that they were promised. And again, I detailed this for many years now, and truly, the Clintons' involvement, the family members involved here, the natural resources that have been shipped out of that country, the leadership that has been propped up and has been favorable to Western powers, truly has done the people of Haiti a larger misservice for many years now. And this is why it shouldn't be surprising that they're literally going to a frickin' gang leader called BBQ and saying, hey, this might be a little bit better than what the government gives us now. And that says a lot. And that tells you just how easily a society could collapse with a government that is absolutely corrupt. Our government is corrupt, and I wish people would now pay attention, take notice of what's happening in Haiti, because that very easily could happen here in the United States, especially where we are going politically and our trajectory of sectarian political violence that some people want to normalize that are absolutely freaking insane. Again, we do not want what's happening in Haiti to happen in the United States, but it's also fair to say that we are on the trajectory of that happening here. Is that a hyperbolic statement? Is that a statement that is worth thinking about? Well, you let me know. If you think I'm right, let me know. Press number 1 in the comment section below. If you think I'm wrong, press number 2. Tell me why. I'm always curious to hear from you guys, as of course we got one more major video coming your way on lukeunfiltered.com, where we'd get into more of the weeds when it comes to larger conversations that we can't have here, that are not politically safe to have here. One other video coming your way right now, lukeunfiltered.com, where we continue the conversation. And 6 p.m. Eastern, we, of course, have Toby Turner, Ian Crossland, Drew Outstanding, Clint Russell, all joining us for our podcast episode, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, here on youtube.com/We Are Changed. Thank you so much for supporting independent media. Thank you so much for buying the chill pill. Thank you so much for being here with us and sharing this video, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/We Are Change.